Y'all, we are finally back for what we can call it an episode. It's not an episode. This is the beginning of, I'm not sure how many parts to this series, but we just recently purchased this 13.5-foot flatback canoe with the trailer. Now, our plan is to turn this thing into our deer hunting rig, trick this thing out. As you can see, obviously it doesn't have any decks in it or anything, but it is in great condition. So I'm gonna bring you all along. We're gonna fully build this thing out, repaint it. Plan is to build deck here, deck there, maybe a couple speakers in there, put a little cooler in there. Basically, what I've been looking for, being a public land hunter, is a boat that can get up into shallow creeks, because a lot of the game lands that I hunt, there's a lot of creeks that go up into them. And honestly, over the years, I've noticed that I've bumped a lot of deer trying to get miles and miles back and avoid everybody. So I'm building something that I can launch at a boat ramp and get to all my spots quickly, even with the little 6 horsepower motor on the back, which is my plan. So this will be part one. I'm gonna try and break it off into sections. So I figured it would be kind of fun, bring y'all along for that. It's gonna be a deer killing machine, hopefully. So I'm sure this goes with a lot of y'all, but I am a visual learner, so I have to draw everything out. Basically, this is the canoe. Obviously, as you can see, I had to write down a bunch of stuff that I need to get. But I've already grabbed all the measurements, the width, the length. Basically, these are gonna be right here, right here, and right here, and right here, are gonna be stringers, essentially. The simple one, this transom has no wood left in it. My plan, I need to take, I don't want to remove all of these like braces because I don't want the boat to warp at all, because it is the middle of the summer, and over time you leave a boat sitting with no structural integrity to it, the whole thing's just going to warp and get out of shape, and that's what we want to avoid. So I'm going to take this out, remove the railing, set that aside, set all the hardware aside, and basically just have the fiberglass. Now it's got this big lump back here with some foam, obviously for flotation, and our plan is to we're going to redo the foam just in different areas, but we got to cut this out in order to be able to get to that transom. All right, so now we got to cut this out, and we got to be very careful about going about this. This is going to be a little bit sketchier. Obviously, we don't want to cut through the boat at all, and we just want to take our time with this. Safety first. Put on your glasses. Wow. Disgusting. Oh yeah. So we've removed all of the foam back of the transom, the other pieces up there. Basically what's left to figure out now is how I'm going to brace this transom, as my plan is to throw a 6 horse on here. The plan is to run 3/4 inch bracing. I believe I might do from either side of the transom and run it down and have a piece come across right here to brace this, and then another piece full front to brace that. But then on either side of that, we'll fill that back in with foam, and that'll make up for this foam. And then in the front, which has very little no foam, basically the exact same thing. Run from up there, if it was reversed, back to another piece, and then on either side will be filled with foam, and then obviously the front nose has foam in it. But the next step for everything is going to be grabbing the templates for the deck first, the rear deck first, then the front deck. My plan is to just have everything cut out and mocked up before I sand where everything will be glassed in at. We're going to get everything mocked up, but we're going to leave all the braces in the middle. We had to remove the back one, and then the broken seat that was right here. So this canoe did not come with a drain plug at all, so the plan is to install one. But for right now, we're just going to drill a hole right where it would be just a smaller hole. That way we can wash this thing out. I'd like to clean it up, get all the spider webs off of it, all the bird shit. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to wash it. Oh, we're headed to Lowe's right now. I got to go pick up a couple sheets of plywood. Still have yet to order any of the fiberglass, but we have resin. Thank you. Shout out to our girlfriend's father for providing us with that. Still can't decide if I'm going to do it a 1/4 inch plywood or an 1/8 of an inch. I might just do, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Actually, I have to make this PG. Excuse me. Sorry to my nephews. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to get. So we'll decide when we get in there and actually start looking at the stuff. Alright, y'all, sorry for the background noise, number one. Number two, it's my girlfriend backing out of the driveway. I decided to go with 1/4 inch underlayment. Didn't want to use treated, hoping that this will suck up all the epoxy. Also, I went with 1/4 inch, so it'd be way lighter, especially because it's already stiff enough for a deck. But once you put fiberglass on it, I mean, it's gonna be hard as a rock. So I'm gonna use this as the deck and the front and on the sides. And then I bought this 1x2, but my plan is to cut that into like 10-inch strips, fiberglass it to the side, and that way the deck will have something to sit on. I'll screw the deck down into it and then fiberglass it, and then go back underneath and fiberglass the deck to it as well. This is our form. We got our form cut out, shaped out. That was a pain in the ass, just because it's, everybody tells you to use cardboard, and cardboard works really well, but unfortunately, I mean, it's flimsy. So it just took a second to get everything leveled out. I had to tape other pieces of cardboard inside of it in order for it to sit on it, and then get a little strip and tape that to the side in order to, because I had to make it smaller, and then push that strip out, tape it in order to get the correct size. Now I'm cutting it out on this piece of plywood now. Cut the nose off of it because it's got a nose cap on the front, and I realized there's no real point to have it run all the way up to the front, as long as it runs halfway up that, and it can be glassed in. It's also, the fitment was a little bit funny on it. It didn't want to sit. Why you always measure 8 times, cut once, but I'm gonna figure it out. It fits well enough. There's just about a 1/4 inch gap on either side, and I'm not too fond of that. 3rd time is the charm. This is the deck so far. All right, we are fitting up the transom. That's gonna work perfectly. That is it right there. We're gonna have to cut out more fiberglass though. So we're gonna have to do some tedious work with the angle grinder. I just got done forming up the back deck. Got that drawn out. Got the cutout for my transom. And I'm gonna measure this up or draw it up, trace it, whatever you want to call it, and get these both cut out. Also, because this is 3/4 inch plywood, and I want my back deck to be 3.5 feet, which is 42 inches. Once this gets glass on it, it's going to be about 1 inch thick. So I measured this up to 41 inches, so 3 foot 5 inches, because it's going to sit off 1 inch. All right, y'all, we're doing this as we can, just because obviously we still have to work. 4th of July was last week, so we were out of the house down at the beach. But we are still working on this thing, still plugging away. We had a boatload of rain come in last night, so I flipped this thing over. But I've gotten the front deck cut out, back deck cut out, and both face boards for that cut out. And I mean, I'm sure you'll see eventually at the very end, once I get everything cut out, before I glass anything, I'm gonna mock it all up. So I'll mock it all up for y'all and just show you all that. But I'm about to do what's basically gonna be stringers. But I do plan on using this for deer hunting, like I said. And so with those stringers on either side, on the back side and at the bow, I'm gonna have to replace the foam that I took out. So the plan is to make decent amount of storage for, you know, all the safety stuff up in the front, battery, all that good stuff, as well as storage in the back. But gotta do a little math, a little thinking on how we're gonna do that, with also allowing there to be enough foam for flotation due to the amount of weight that we're gonna be putting in it. I don't think I'll be maxing out what the boat is rated for, nor am I too totally concerned about that. But, you know, just for, I guess, peace of mind. And I flipped this over last night due to the amount of rain that we got, and I have not actually taken a look at the bottom of this thing in great detail. What I've noticed is a crack here. I'm not sure if that's just in the gel coat or if that's actually down to the fiberglass. It kind of looks like it, but plan on sanding that all the way down, re-glassing over that just for safe measures, as well as right here towards the bow. Unfortunately, these are also here, and again, not sure if this is gel coat damage or just cracks in the gel coat, due to, I mean, it's, you can tell it's sturdy. It's been sitting like this, so it's been taking a beat down from the sun and everything, never protected. But we're gonna have to address that at some point as well. All right, y'all, so we're about to cut out what I thought I was gonna do with stringers. We're gonna do braces. We're gonna use our old template from the front deck, just because we've already got the correct height cut. Actually, I believe, no, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna get this all mocked up, and we don't have any more plywood. We've run out, so we're gonna have to get some more at some point. But yeah, we're gonna get this mocked up.
Carry it with me like my daddy did, but I'm living the dream that he kept here. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
So that is the front brace mocked up, and you can see obviously a little bit of light coming through, but we are going to line where it's going in with peanut butter, smush down, and then obviously flare it out, and then fiberglass that board in. Just what it is hot as hell out here, but for this being my first time ever doing anything like this, mocking anything up like this, I try to take pride in my work, and I'm pretty damn proud of how this has ended up so far. Just got to do the exact same thing with the back, and we'll be done. Then next thing you know, it's gonna be fiberglassing. I think I'm gonna do the transom first, just get the transom set in, and get that all squared away when I start fiberglassing. Then obviously fiberglassing all the boards, all the pieces of wood, getting those straightened out, and then we'll be ready to glass these suckers in. And yeah, it's a hell of a process though. Doesn't look like a whole lot's come together, but slowly but surely. I also have a video that or a clip that I'm gonna put in right after this, or I'm gonna put a clip in right now to show y'all what the hell I've been doing, and yeah, what it looks like mocked up so far.